Hey consumers, welcome back to Amateur Consumption. I'm Isaac.
And I'm Mary.
This week on Versus, we're going to be looking at Sauvignon Blanc.
So the first bottle, similar to our other Versus series, comes once again from Trader Joe's from the Trial Shot collection. So this one is from California and has a 12.5% alcohol content. The second bottle comes from Crawford, and it comes from New Zealand, and it is 13% alcohol content. So the one from Trader Joe's is that $2.99 price point, and the Crawford I think we got for around $10. We got it at Costco, so I think it ranges from 10 to 15.
All right, so for our first pour, I'm going to be pouring for Mary. Crawford.
First, I'll give it a swirl. Pretty straw colored. I'm seeing a little viscosity, but not too many distinct lines. I'll go ahead and give it a smell. It smells kind of sweet, just a bit odd for Sauvignon Blanc. It still smells fruity, but it definitely smells on the sweeter side, so I'm gonna give it a taste. Yeah, that tastes pretty sweet to me for a Sauvignon Blanc. It's not very dry. I get some of the tropical fruits maybe towards pineapple or like passion fruit, but it tastes like that loaded with sugar, like a roasted, caramelized pineapple or passion fruit versus the fresh, citrusy. So there is a little bit of acid in here, but it definitely seems to have more sugar content as well. So I'm gonna rate this one a 3. I don't think the quality is really quite there. It's definitely below average, and it's just really overly sweet.
All right, so I'm kind of nervous about this. I don't drink a lot of Sauvignon Blanc, and when I do, it's typically pretty cheap. My favorite place to drink it is right before sushi. I think it's really nice, crisp, and refreshing, so that's what I'm gonna be looking for today. The lines are weird. It kind of looks oily when they fall off the edge versus like going down like a normal wine would. I'm nervous about this one. Kind of smells like a Trader Joe's wine. It smells like it was like tried. Like someone tried to give it the right smells. But overall the nose profile on it just kind of falls flat. It hits your nose and you're like, oh yeah, oh, and then you kind of lose what you thought you smelled. Give it a taste. I don't know. I think that this wine has a lot of acid that shouldn't be there, almost artificially so, and so like when you put it in your mouth, it's very acidic all over. Like, I'm gonna put this in my mouth. I don't know if I'm gonna put this back in my mouth. I don't want to drink this anymore. Sour, acidic grossness. I don't like it. It's nasty. I give it a 2 out of 10.
Give it a swirl. It appears a little bit darker in color, but not too much. It's again a little bit of viscosity. This one, you can see some lines starting to occur, but nothing really distinct. Yeah, this one smells a lot fresher. You get some of the minerality and that fresh cut grass type smell. A little bit of the passion fruit type smell as well, but I'm not getting any sweetness in the smell the way I was with this one. Go ahead and give it a taste. Yeah, this one is a lot more balanced. It's a lot more of the minerality, although it's weird to say, kind of rock flavor. The fresh cut grass, the naturey aspect, and then the fruitiness without getting the sweetness, versus this one definitely had the sweetness there. I like this one quite a bit more. I'm gonna rate this one a 6. I think it's pretty good. It's not the highest quality Sauvignon Blanc that I've ever had, but I would say that it's above average.
Clear, little lineage. Let's give it a smell. Smell, ooh, it's like fruit. It's like cutting into a grapefruit and getting that zest and the juice kind of spraying out of it very strongly. Just crisp fruits, that's what I'm smelling. Let's give it a sip. Initial reaction is that it's very pleasant. I really like the way it hits the tongue. It doesn't feel thick and syrupy. Feels very easy to drink. Tastes like a green apple, which is key when I'm looking for like a minerally or dry wine. I like this wine a lot. I think I'm gonna rate this wine 6 out of 10. It's above average in terms of like what I'm looking for a Sauvignon Blanc. I would definitely order it if I was out looking for that. In terms of overall taste profile, it's not my top choice, but it's pretty good.
So I'm gonna go with the stemless being the Kim Crawford and the stemmed being the Charles Shaw.
I would not drink this again. Has to be Charles Shaw. Has to be the Crawford, Kim Crawford.
So now we can reveal which wines we poured into which glass. So I think based on Isaac's facial expressions, he got it correct. That the 2 Buck Chuck was in the stemless and the Kim Crawford was in the stemmed.
Don't buy this wine. It's so bad. It hurts to drink. It's not enjoyable.
I said I think it would be better suited for like sangria.
Sure. Or just not drinking.
Yeah, that's true.
You could water the plants with it. Yeah. I poured the Charles Shaw into the stemmed and the Kim Crawford into the stemless. So when we get down to the ratings, I rated the Charles Shaw a 2.
And I rated it a 3.
And then I gave the Kim Crawford a 6.
And so did I.
Yeah, I really just gave it a 6 because it hit that just above average mark. It's right.
Yep.
It's better than Sauvignon Blancs I've had before, and I would probably order it over some of those that I've had before.
Agreed. So I think this time we have a clear winner as to which bottle comes out on top. Definitely the more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
From a price point, once again, the Kim Crawford was in that $10 to $15 range, and the Charles Shaw was that $2.99.
So just to recap, we did get the Kim Crawford at Costco, and so that's something that you should be able to look for under that kind of that Sauvignon Blanc title card when you're looking at stores. And then the Charles Shaw is available at Trader Joe's. So both are pretty widely available and approachable regarding their labels, nothing too funky. Thanks so much for watching this week's episode of Versus. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Drink more wine.